good as it gets. An unbelievable win.
Born in Halifax, grew up in a military family, as he's often told people he is proud of. He studied at St. Mary's University, entered politics, winning a seat in 2013 in the general election, again in 2017, and then was chosen party leader in October of 2018. And he was always has been last. Since he's entered politics, a pretty safe bet in the seat in Pictou.
A lot of emotion in that room, isn't there?
Yeah, and he is sort of reaping the benefits of a well-run campaign tonight.
There's a smile from ear to ear, I think you'd say.
Well, it's mission accomplished.
Sure is, yeah.
You know, one of
more
the things,
than mission accomplished, actually.
One of the things that he talked about during his last news conference of the campaign in Halifax was a hope that there would be less opposition in the House after he returned, and he's also getting that wish, as we see. 43 seats is what the ticker is currently at for the PCs, 9 for the NDP, so they're down into single digits at the moment. There's that close Clayton Park West race that Paul had mentioned. Liberals down to 2, and of course Elizabeth Smith McCrossin re-elected as an independent. So, it's going to be a real job for Claudia Chender and her team to put up opposition when you're dealing with a government with this level of strength. And frankly, with that level of popular vote, it's pretty easy for him to point to the fact that he's doing the work of the people, that the people wanted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Premiers in Canada have not had nights like this in recent years, have they?
It's been a rare thing to see for sure.
Yeah, he's a premier who grew in this election. Sort of the post-COVID election, where he added seats, added vote share. I mean, smashingly added vote shares and smashingly added seats.
I heard someone describe it as they still had that new car smell.
Absolutely,
so,
yeah. And, the fixed election date, he swore to that when he was first elected. The Premier said he would adhere to that, did not. But
he's not paying the price for it tonight.
He's not paying the price tonight at all. Nova Scotians are rewarding him with another majority, a massive majority, and he's in a big crowded room there tonight. It's going to take him a while to get to the stage. But he said he needed that new mandate to do bigger things for Nova Scotia. To make it happen was the slogan we heard throughout the campaign.
He says they certainly do have their work cut out ahead of them.
He does. I mean, he has a meeting tomorrow, Premier's meeting with the Prime Minister tomorrow. To talk about trade tariffs, and so big issues on the board for sure. And he says he's going to have a better voice or be more able to stand up to Ottawa on behalf of Nova Scotians with a mandate and with 43 leading and elected seats.
But he's still dealing with health care, all the issues that he campaigned on. So there's a long list of things he has to accomplish in his second mandate, and he said that's what he needed to get the job done.
Second mandate,
and there are a lot of challenges, and maybe we'll talk about them a little bit later tonight. But right now, tonight is not so much a night for him to worry about challenges. It is to celebrate. Right now, he has 12 more seats than we did. There we see him giving a hug to former Pictou Centre MLA and Cabinet Minister Pat Dunn, who retired and did not reoffer in this election, although the party held that seat. And, it's difficult, him imagining a much better scenario for him this evening.
Do you know, we have had a night of incredible highs and incredible lows in politics. They have both been on display. You're looking right now at a party on an incredible high. And when you look at that Liberal seat count, you are looking at a party that is on an incredible low.
Very lopsided on the board tonight.
That is for sure. Tim Houston there with his wife, Carol, at the edge of the stage now. I'm preparing to speak to his supporters there, and there are plenty of them in the room.
It's hard for him to get through the room with all the hugs and congratulations.
That's for sure, yeah. And he's quite all right with that. You can be sure of that. It's been a remarkable night, really, for the PC party in Nova Scotia. Paul says mission accomplished, probably even beyond that. I mean, this is beyond the expectations of a lot of the people who were saying that it would be a PC win tonight, but few felt it would be this big. All right, so there he is, Premier Tim Houston at the microphone, ready to address the people in Pictou County at the Wellness Center there. Let's listen in to what he has to say.
Well, good evening. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. This is an incredible night. Thank you for being here to share it with each of us. Thank you to Cam and Tara. What an incredible campaign you ran. Thank you so much. And to the entire team in the central campaign office, wow, the hours, you go in there at 8 o'clock in the morning, they're there, 8 p.m., they were there, we worked, we were dedicated. Thank you for your efforts, for everything that you did for us. And of course, thank you to the good people of Pictou East. Thank you for continuing to believe in me. Thank you. Thank you for continuing to believe in me and my family. I love our community. I love how supportive you are of me and my entire family. I just love it. Your kindness means an incredible amount to me, to my entire family, and I look forward to continuing to serve you for 4 more years. And thank you to my incredible team in the Pictou East campaign and the constituency office. Many of you have dedicated your lives to supporting me. I can't thank you enough. Thank you. We love you. Victoria. Thank you. Thank you to all of the volunteers on every single campaign across the province. Nobody gets elected alone. Nobody gets elected alone. I certainly did not get elected alone, that's for sure. My mom and my sister are here. Love you guys. Of course, my dad and my brother, I hold them close to me. They're never far from my heart. My Art and Vern, my in-laws, we love you guys. Thank you for everything you do for our family. Padgett and Zachary, you guys were kids when we started on this, and now look at them now, adults with their own careers, their own opinions. We love you guys. We're so proud of you. And Carol, my lovely wife, what a journey. What a journey. What an incredible journey. None of this would be possible with you. None of it would be possible without my family. So thank you so much. I know this hasn't been, politics not an easy profession. I know it's not easy on my family and the families of candidates across this province. So thank you for being so supportive to get us here where we are today. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to everyone in this room. It's the greatest honor of my life to take this stage tonight and serve every Nova Scotian as their Premier for 4 more years. So much is possible for this province. So much is possible for this province. And I promise you, I will do everything I can to make it happen for this province, make it happen for you and for your family. I will give you everything I have. Thank you to every Nova Scotian that exercised their right to vote. And I want to thank Nova Scotians for putting their faith in the PC party and re-electing an even larger PC majority government in this province. This victory is for each and every one of you. It's as much for the gentleman in Yarmouth who said, I'm voting for you when he opened the door. He said, I'm voting for you because that extra $100 a month that I get under your government means the world to me. That's a big difference in my life, he said, so I'm voting for you because of that. He actually tracked me down a bit later in the pouring rain. He came chasing after me in the pouring rain with his phone, and he said, my sister's on the phone. She doesn't believe I actually spoke to the Premier. Will you talk to her? This victory is for him and his sister and their whole family. And it's as much for them as it is for the gentleman in a building in Bedford who opened up the door, took one look at me and said, go away. NDP, he said. We had a little chat. When I left that apartment building, because it's still Nova Scotia, and because we're all still blue nosers, when I left that building a half hour later, he and his wife were standing in the lobby. And I wouldn't say she had him by the ear, but let me say I accepted his apology. Folks, this victory is for both of them, because as their premier, I will support them equally. We thank you. We traveled across this province from one end of this province and stood on, literally personally, I stood on thousands of doorsteps across this province, across our entire campaign. It's well into the hundreds of thousands of doorsteps that we stood on and listened to Nova Scotians and talked to Nova Scotians and sat at kitchen tables and sat inside porches and just talked about our province. And we shared a message with them. A message of positivity and potential. And tonight, they have sent us a message. And I received that message loud and clear. And that message is very simple. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going with the plan. Keep moving forward with the plan. And I want Nova Scotians to know, we will. We will. This victory is as much for the grade 4 student that stood in his driveway with his mom and told me how thankful he is for the school lunch program because he can have lunch with all of his classmates. It's as much because we did that. Together we did that. The PC party did that. It's as much for that grade 4 student as it is for their classmate who told me the food is gross. And you know what? It might be, but we're working on that. Folks, what we do in government matters. It matters. It matters to me, it matters to you, and it matters to every single Nova Scotian. So I thank Nova Scotians for putting their trust in us tonight. And I thank Claudia and Zach for putting their names forward and running spirited campaigns. I thank every single person, no matter the party, who had the courage to put their name forward on a ballot. It takes a lot of courage, and I have great respect for every person who puts their name forward. So I thank them for putting their name forward. And I especially want to thank our incredible slate of PC candidates. We assembled an incredible slate of candidates, serious candidates in every single constituency, and I want to say thank you to my 54 fellow Nova Scotia PC candidates. I was proud to stand beside them. I am proud of the campaigns they ran, and every one of them has a great reason to be proud. And I know some of them will be disappointed right now. And I share in that disappointment because I know the effort that they put forward. But I'm proud of that effort, and I thank them for having the courage to put their name forward. This province was built on hard work. It's all we know. It's all I know. It's what I was taught growing up. And every day that I have the privilege to serve you as your premier, I commit to work harder and harder and harder every single day, and my entire team buys into a very simple motto: more, faster. More, faster. Do more and go faster. And as I crisscrossed Nova Scotia, I was energized to see the local candidates working harder and harder and harder on every doorstep, doing their part to make it happen. And it is humbling to see the candidates, but the campaign volunteers, and every single one of you put your lives on hold and put faith in your candidate, but as leader, I feel it, to put your faith in me. And it means an incredible amount. And on behalf of all of us from the PC team and all of our campaign volunteers, I just want to say thank you. Tonight, Nova Scotians made a choice, and they chose our team to take Nova Scotia forward. We ran on a platform of make it happen, and I heard somebody... And as I walked in tonight, somebody said, well, you made it happen. And I want to say, yes, we did. But this is just obviously the start of the next phase of the Nova Scotia journey. Make it happen was never meant just to be about winning another mandate. Make it happen is about what we do with that mandate. And I want to tell you and your family that we will make a lot happen with this mandate, because that's what you have a right to expect. You and your family are counting on us to stand up for you, and we will. Whether that means standing up for veterans so they can wear their uniform wherever they want, whenever they want, with pride, and especially to a Remembrance Day service in Nova Scotia. We will stand up for the veterans of this province, whether it means standing up to the federal government when they try to rip Nova Scotians off with funding on the isthmus or a carbon tax that doesn't make sense. I will never let Ottawa take advantage of us without hearing from us. And I think the message that Nova Scotians delivered loud and clear tonight, and the message that I received, stick to one agenda. And we have one agenda, and that's you, Nova Scotians. That's where our focus will always be. My promise to you is I will give you every single thing I have. I am going to work hard to do more and go faster. And I will always, every single day, be proud to be Nova Scotian, just like you are. And I will never apologize for standing up for Nova Scotia or for standing up for you. Thank you to the Nova Scotians out there tonight listening. Thank you. We're on a good roll. Let's keep it rolling. Let's make it happen. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
That is Premier Tim Houston, earning himself and the PCs another 4-year mandate, and doing it in a convincing fashion for sure. All right, Vernon Ramazar is standing by with the political panel for their insights on